Sokoto to Port Harcourt, Enugu to Ilorin. All across Nigeria, we bring you news and information that will make your day. We are news. We are 24 News Radio TV.
A lovely evening to you, and thanks for joining us on the news update on 24 News Radio and Television. My name is Grace Nwafo. Vice President Kashim Shettima has departed for Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, where he will represent Nigeria at the second United Nations Food Systems Summit stocktake. Shettima's spokesman, Stanley Nkwocha, said the high-level summit will be co-hosted by Ethiopia and Italy and will bring together global leaders to reflect on progress made since the inaugural 2021 UN Food Systems Summit. Nkwocha added that the summit was aimed at accelerating commitment towards building resilient, inclusive and sustainable food systems at the Global Goals UN and the UN Sustainable Development Goals Action Campaign. Vice President Shettima is expected to join other heads of state, ministers, private sector players, and civil society representatives for strategic discussions on unlocking investment, advancing accountability, and aligning actions with the Sustainable Development Goals. Senate President Godswill Akpabio has assured the people and government of Plateau State of the Senate's readiness to bring an end to the killings in the state. Akpabio said the Senate, under his leadership, would collaborate with other relevant government and security agencies to accomplish the task. Akpabio made this known during the funeral service of Professor Janet Plow, the wife of the senator representing Plateau Central in the National Assembly, Senator Dicket Plow. Akpabio used the occasion to reiterate the Senate's commitment to work with relevant agencies to end the violence in the state. While responding to the plea of the state governor, Barrister Caleb Mufang, for an urgent response from the federal government to the continued killing of innocent indigents by terrorists, the Senate President assured of the Senate's commitment to work with relevant agencies to end the violence in the state. Intense rainfall has triggered severe flooding in some parts of Yola, Adamawa State, leaving several homes submerged and major roads inaccessible. Eyewitnesses described the downpour, which lasted several hours, as one of the heaviest in recent times. Many residents at the time of filing this report have been forced to evacuate their homes, with some calling for immediate assistance from the State Emergency Management Agency and other relevant authorities. As of the press time, no official casualty figure has been recorded, but the flooding has raised concerns about the preparedness of the city's drainage infrastructure and the potential for further damage if rain persists. Reacting to the situation, the police command has deployed trained marine police officers and engine boats to assist residents trapped by rising waters. The police command said the emergency response team have been mobilized to the affected areas to provide urgent relief, evacuate stranded residents, and ensure public safety. The Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Bianca Odumegwu Ojukwu, has stated that Nigeria's foreign policy thrust under President Bola Tinubu's administration has boosted the country's credibility globally. Odumegwu Ojukwu made the statement while delivering a keynote address at the 2025 National Diaspora Merit Awards and Dinner in Abuja. The awards and dinner were part of activities to mark the 2025 National Diaspora Day celebration. The minister also stated that more Nigerians abroad are excelling in medicine, technology, and various other fields, thereby strengthening Nigeria's ties with other nations. Odumegwu Ojukwu commended the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission (NIDCOM) for its impact since its establishment and for recognizing Nigerians doing well abroad, which serves as a motivation to others. She said Nigeria's foreign missions are being repositioned to better and more efficiently serve Nigerians in the diaspora. This is still the news update on 24 News Radio and Television. Still to come are news from the foreign scene and the world of sport. Stay with us. Glad to know that you're still there, just joining us. This is the news update on 24 News Radio and Television. Over now to the foreign scene. Residents of Gaza has cautiously welcomed reports of a temporary humanitarian pause to allow aid into the besieged enclave, but many say the relief must be the beginning of a broader, lasting solution to the deepening crisis. Israel's military said it will open humanitarian corridors to allow convoys of food and medicine to enter after warnings of starvation and weeks of international pressure. For months, Gaza's population of more than 2 million has faced extreme shortages of food, clean water, and basic medical supplies as bombardment and border closures have brought daily life to a standstill. Israel's announcement comes after it said it made an airdrop of aid into Gaza of 7 packages of aid containing flour, sugar, and canned food. Jordan and the UAE also say they have a plan backed by the UK to drop aid into the territory, but aid agencies have said such moves would do little to mitigate the hunger of Gazans. And from DR Congo, dozens of people have been killed in an attack by an Islamic State affiliate in northeastern Democratic Republic of Congo. About 20 of the dead were worshippers taking part in a night vigil at a church in the town of Commander when they were attacked by Allied Democratic Forces ADF fighters. Nearby shops and businesses were looted and set on fire as well. The ADF emerged in Uganda in the 1990s, accusing the government there of persecuting Muslims, but is now based over the border in DR Congo, where it regularly attacks civilians of all religion, as well as in Uganda. It has since become part of the Islamic State Central African Province, which also includes a group of Mozambique. Authorities have confirmed that at least 11 people have been injured in a stabbing at a Walmart supermarket in Michigan. A 42-year-old suspect was in custody following the incident in Traverse City. Grand Traverse County Sheriff's Office confirmed it was investigating a multiple stabbing incident at the Walmart in Traverse City. A sheriff told newsmen that the suspect is a Michigan resident and used a folding knife style weapon. He said people in the store assisted in apprehending the man and helped treat the injured ones. And now from the world of sports. President Bola Tinubu will host members of the victorious Super Falcons and their officials at the presidential villa in Aso Rock on Monday. The Super Falcons delivered a stunning performance to beat host Atlas Lionesses of Morocco 3-2 in the final of the 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations at the Olympic Stadium, Rabat, on Saturday night. Morocco led 2-0 at the break, but Justin Madugu's side scored tries in the second half through Esther Okoronkwo, Folashade Ijamilusi, and Jennifer Echegini to win the game. Tinubu is expected to announce cash reward for the Super Falcons during the ceremony, which is expected to be attended by top government officials. The president, it would be recalled, approved the payment of the team's outstanding bonuses and allowances before the final against Morocco. The players and the officials are due to be back in Nigeria today. And still from the world of sports. Bafana of South Africa and Super Eagles of Nigeria will clash in a 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying match day 8 encounter at the Toyota Stadium on Tuesday, 9 September. The stadium has a capacity of 46,000 spectators. The Super Eagles will host the Amavubi of Rwanda at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, Uyo, 3 days before the clash with the Bafana. The game between South Africa and Nigeria is expected to have enormous implications for which team will eventually win the only ticket from Africa's qualifying Group C to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Bafana topped the group with 13 points, while the Super Eagles occupy fourth position with 7 points. It would be recalled that the Super Eagles failed to qualify for the 2022 edition of the FIFA World Cup hosted by Qatar. Arsenal made its 2 wins from 2 matches in pre-season after edging out Newcastle United 3-2 in Singapore. New Arsenal striker Victor Gyökeres was introduced to the crowd before the start of the game. Meanwhile, Arsenal will travel to Hong Kong next week to play rival Tottenham Hotspur, while Newcastle take on Team K League in South Korea. And that is a wrap on the news update on 24 News Radio and Television. Do stay tuned for more programs to be coming your way. My name is Grace Wanfo. Have a lovely evening.
From Abuja to Lagos, Sokoto to Port Harcourt, Enugu to Ilorin, all across Nigeria, we bring you news and information that will make your day. We